Hello everyone and welcome back to another new album video. We're now on week 26 and this week we're taking a look at Brat by Charli XCX, released June 7th, 2024. Some notable tracks off this album include 360, Club Classics, Rewind, and Von Dutch. I got some notes here about the album and then we're going to get into the track list and discuss the album and all that. Just right out of the way, it's an incredible record. One of my favorite records so far this year. But let's get to these notes first, and then we'll get further into it. So, like we said, released first on June 7th, 2024. This is Charli XCX's sixth studio album. Very heavily like rave inspired kind of music, like a lot of electronic music going on in this. Covers multiple genres, but very much like a kind of music you would find at like a rave. Like I've never been to a rave myself, but I've listened to like rave mixes from like various like DJs and stuff, and it kind of definitely fits into that kind of genre. Apparently, according to my research, this is so far on Metacritic, this is the highest ranked album of the year so far. And then also on Metacritic, it's the 16th highest rated album of all time on Metacritic as well. So that's pretty good praise there. It's basically universally acclaimed. People are definitely loving this album, and I didn't listen to it right away, but I think I listened to it like a couple days after it came out, or maybe it was three, because I think, let me see, deluxe edition, because I ended up listening to or buying the deluxe edition of this on Amazon and then burning the digital files to CD, and that includes like 3 extra tracks. We'll get to that when we get to the track list. But I just remember seeing a lot of music critic YouTubers that I really like, basically like just raving about it, giving it like perfect scores. A lot of people on Reddit were talking about it. Saw a lot of like tweets about it as well. So I was definitely like, there's definitely something to this album. So I'm going to go ahead and check it out. And I've been listening to it pretty consistently for the last like few weeks. It's kind of definitely like a nice album to kind of fall back onto. I'm like, hey, I don't know what to listen to. Throw this on because it's just amazing. But yeah, listen to it on like a commute to work because it's the normal version of the album is like maybe like slightly over 40 minutes. So it's kind of a very like lightweight as far as runtime album goes. It's easy to listen to. Like I think like easy to digest is kind of the term I've been picking up, which is basically for me it's like easy to listen to, easy to absorb. There's not a lot of like really kind of like putting too much emphasis on like what is this about or try like or like weird references or anything like that. Just a very easy album to listen to that absolutely slaps. Where were we at here? Let's see. Yeah, so 60th highest rated album. They did a deluxe edition of this, which let me actually bring the title up because it's a slightly different title. The deluxe edition came out 3 days later on June 10th, and it's called Brat, and it's the same, but there's 3 more songs, so it's not, and that's the deluxe edition. That's the one I ended up picking up digitally on Amazon. At some point, I'll probably grab this on vinyl as well, just because vinyl now I kind of reserve for bands that I really like, or just albums that I think are just absolutely incredible, and this is one of those. Let's see here. So we got the deluxe edition there. This is, according to Charli XCX, she says this is her most confrontational album, and there's some songs on there that actually kind of definitely go like full force, but there's also some songs that are a little bit more slowed down, a little more introspective. And she also says like it's the most confrontational album, but also at the same time, her at her most vulnerable as well. And since this album came out, I've went back and I think I've listened to like 2 other albums from hers. This is definitely my favorite, but I think I listened to. Let me actually pull up her discography because I can actually just see the other 2 albums that I listened to here. Pull up the discography. So I listened to obviously Brat, which is this year. And then I guess I'm kind of listening in reverse order because then I listened to Crash, which is her 2022 album, and then I also listened to very recently listen to How I'm Feeling Now, which is the album right before Crash, which is from 2020. Um, so definitely going back through and listening to some of her older stuff as well. Really enjoying that, but I definitely feel like Brat is kind of like, if those other albums are like here, Brat is like here. Brat is just like so much better than those others. And the other ones that I've heard are really good as well. So this one just that speaks volumes about just how incredible this album is. Um, Growing up, I guess in her teen years, she would DJ in the various like London rave scene, and a lot of that is you can definitely feel the influence of that scene in this album. The genres that I found that this album uses are electropop, club pop, hyper pop, and dance. So a lot of different genres at play here. Came out to basically universal and critical acclaim. We're going to pull up some of those just quick review scores down and go through those that we just pulled down here. Let's see here. So he has a 95 out of 100 on Metacritic. All Music looks like gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Exclaim gave it a 9 out of 10. Guardian has it at a 5 out of 5. The Independent has it at a 4 out of 5. Um, the line of Best Fit, the line of Best Fit has it at a 9 out of 10. NME gave it a 4 out of 5. Pace has it at a 9 out of 10. Pitchfork has it at an 8.6 out of 10. Rolling Stone has it at 4 out of 5, and Slant Magazine also has it at a 4 out of 5 there as well. So very good, very well received critically. And now we're going to get into our track list here. So the standard edition of the album comes in at about 41 minutes and 23 seconds. It's 15 tracks. And those 15 tracks are, let's see, go up here. Track 1 is 360. Track 2 is Club Classics. One of my favorites on the album. It's not a single yet, but I think it should be because it's like when I go to the club, I want to hear the club classics. Club Classics. Absolutely love Club Classics. So Club Classics is track 2. Track 3 is Sympathy is a Knife. Sympathy is a Knife, I should say. Track 4 is I Might Say Something Stupid. Track 5 is Talk Talk. Track 6 is Von Dutch, which I think is the album's lead single. So yeah, track 6 was Von Dutch. Track 7 is Everything is Romantic. Track 8 is Rewind. Track 9 is So I. Track 10 is Girl, So Confusing. Track 11 is Apple. Track 12 is B2B. Track 13 is Mean Girls. Track 14 is I Think About It All the Time. And rounding it out is, at the final track is, track 15 is 365. So that's 41 minutes and 23 seconds. If we go into the deluxe version, it adds about 8 minutes of length to the album. So it goes up, it adds track 16, 17, and 18. So track 16 is Hello Goodbye. Track 17 is Guess. And track 18 is Spring Breakers. I think Spring Breakers is pretty good. The only track I don't love off the deluxe one is Guess, because it's talking about, she's like, can you guess the color of my underwear? Is it like colorful or whatever? Like, is it like, it's kind of silly, but it definitely fits the kind of vibe of the album. It's definitely like not a song I would probably put on the, just when they were choosing the track list. Probably not a song I would put on the main track list, but it works as like a deluxe edition like bonus track, so it's totally fine. But even when I play the album, even though I don't love that song particularly, I still don't skip it. Like, it's definitely another one of those albums with absolutely zero skips. It's like I said, it's only either 41 minutes or 49 minutes in length, depending on which version you go with. So it's a pretty quick listen. It's pretty easy to listen to. Yeah, let me actually check the links here. So 41 minutes, 23 seconds for the normal edition, or 49 minutes and 46 seconds for the deluxe edition, which is called Brat, and it's the same, but there's 3 more songs, so it's not. And then if you look over there, you have the kind of very minimalistic artwork for just basically like a almost low res image of just it, basically Brat on a green background. And I think people were kind of critical of just the cover, but I think the cover actually works very well. Just because it should be about the music. The cover of the album isn't really as important And the music on this album, like I said earlier, just absolutely slaps. It's one of my favorite albums of the year. I don't know where I rank it necessarily. It's definitely like, I think it's in my top two. Other album that's in there is Cowboy Carter, and I don't know if I like it more or less than Cowboy Carter. It's very close between Beyonce's album and this. Both of them are spectacular, but don't know exactly like where I would rate it. At the end of the year, I might do like a best albums of 2024 list that I listened to. Um, so we'll see how it kind of stacks up at the end of the year if I decide to do a video about that. But that is going to do it for this video. So remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll be back again in a week with a whole new album. Don't know what that was going to be yet. This one I kind of had planned out for a little bit just because of how much I've loved the album. But sometimes it's up to the day of the recording where I'm like, I'm going to listen to this random album, and then it'd be like, that album's amazing. Let's do a video about it. But anyway, that's going to do it for now. So thanks again for watching. Take care and have a good one. See ya.